Yes, I know.
My biggest thing so far has been, trying out Duel Links, trying out that new Fire Emblem for the phone.
I downloaded that too, which I'm trying to get into.
Okay, B. Agree with me on this one, please. But don't you think that the Fire Emblem on the phone should have a permadeath mode?
I do agree that it should have one of those, but I understand why it's not there.
See?
Because of the reason how you get the characters.
That's the reason why it should. All those characters are inherently disposable. They're all disposable because you can always get more.
So what if I get a one-time limited event card or whatnot, and then it dies?
Nigga, you should have been more careful.
Yeah.
They do that. They do that in Eve too. There are a couple hundred copies of a couple ships that you cannot get in game, and when they get destroyed, that's it.
That's bullshit.
No, that's called be careful with the valuable thing. Don't drop it on the floor, Jimmy. I paid $9,000 in China to pick that bull up, Jimmy. Don't throw it on the floor. It's not a toy, Jimmy. Jimmy, you broke it.
Even in permadeath, they still gave you the chance to try and save them. And if you failed, then they were dead.
Yeah, but I mean, it would give the game a bit more depth and force people to move more responsibly. And it's not that bad because since all the units are inherently replaceable, that means that none of the units actually have value.
You're talking about a mobile game that people are going to just download while they're at work so they don't have to look at porn.
That's exactly why I'm saying it, because it is a mobile game.
Yeah. Actually, a lot of people take these things for granted, especially like special editions, rares, all that other stuff. Whenever you get an item and it's supposed to be like you only have that one item, I don't know. It just does something different. It makes you feel like, okay, I actually have a responsibility now to do whatever it is that I'm holding on to, with this one particular thing. In Yu-Gi-Oh, it would just be awesome to have a balance to where you can't just get 18 different copies of the same ultra rare card and just have them because, oh man, well, here we go.
Well, there are some cards out there that are like that, where there's only been like X number of them made, and so only so many people would have them.
Yeah.
Yeah, but imagine if there were only 4 Blue Eyes White Dragons in the entire world.
And that would just blow
and then some jerk
away.
named Kaiba destroyed the last one.
No, because if there was only 4 in this world, you know damn well there's going to be somebody out there that's going to be that guy, and he's going to just ruin it for everyone just because he can.
Yeah. Really is.
He's going to make a YouTube video of him lighting all of them on fire simultaneously.
Exactly.
But see, okay, but that's where it comes into play. Like, how would he have even gotten the cards in the first place? You would have to grind up for it.
You know how people are. People are, like, for example,
people are savages.
Like children's game Skylanders. I doubt y'all are like highly familiar with it, but they got like a couple special edition figures. Or actually, no, they got one that's a standard figure, but it's only released in a 3-pack set, or found in a starter set. But there's assholes out there that went out, bought all of these, like all the starters, all the 3-packs, so that everything was out of stock, then inflated the price to 3-fold of what it was originally being sold for. And now the only way to get it is from these guys that are that way.
Didn't they do that with Rosalina when she became an amiibo? I think it was Rosalina.
Yeah, because some dude bought every single one.
Because you know what's delicious? The desperation of weebs.
Yeah, but I mean, it's different when you're comparing like a physical like figure or whatnot to a character in a card game that's on your phone. Unless your phone like dies or you somehow lose the data for it or something happens, you're gonna have that semi forever, or unless you delete the game and don't.
Now, I'm not saying that permadeath shouldn't be like a non-existent thing. I'm merely saying that in this particular game, I would like it. It would be nice to see it as an option so people out there that want to play that way can.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it shouldn't be something that's forced onto the players.
Yeah, if it was like a switch, like permadeath on or off or whatever like that, like if you want to, like they do in the regular console games.
However, if you choose to go permadeath route, that's it. You can't turn it off.
Yeah, but in addition, then that means that if you went permadeath, that means there should be special rewards for going permadeath.
Like, I can agree with
rare
that.
weapons and artifacts that you can't get if you play in baby mode.
However, at the same time, I can understand. I think the biggest reason they didn't put that mode on there was
because it's
they
scary.
weren't sure if this would be a viable game for people. Like, I mean, I don't know if you saw the DV, but like, if you open the app and look at its reviews, the very first review on there is some dude screaming how this thing is an inferior game just because it's on the phone.
Really?
Yeah, literally just because it's on the phone.
Was his name Andre Oliver?
It was fine.
Okay. Just making sure.
That sounds like my kind of person. He recognizes the value of mobile games and that they have none.
Yeah,
but you play mobile games all the time.
Because I can't bring my freaking 3DS to work because it's broken.
And
like, I mean, to go further into it though, like this guy is like said there, Bash is like, because this game's like a freebie game and it suffers like every freebie game and it's a piece of shit. It shouldn't exist. It doesn't tell you anything about how the game plays.
Yeah, no, that just sounds like a regular negative rant without actually having tried it.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it'd be one thing if he was talking about, the mechanics are bad, this is bad, that's bad. But he's literally saying this is bad just because it's a phone game.
It's a person angry that a thing exists.
Exactly.
That's not even fair.
Not to negate that, I still do have my reservations as to what kind of quality they can maintain in that system, since they're dumbing the game down even further. It looks like, but other than those general reservations, there's not much else I can say.
They don't really dumb it down as much as you think they do. It's more like just before Awakening and mechanic wise. Like, it's not as in depth. Like, you can't switch weapons. You can't do certain things to your equipment. But
did they strip out weapon durability?
They did strip out weapon durability.
All right. There's no permadeath, right?
Their permadeath is not an option. Yes.
All right. So, tell me why they assigned elemental affinities to each individual character.
They're not elemental affinities.
According to the Nintendo spot I watched, there was.
Well, there's blue, red, green, and they're not really so much affinities, from what I can see. It's just, if it's red, it's stronger against this color. If it's blue, it's stronger against that color.
But why do you need that? You already have the weapon wheel.
Yeah, the weapon wheel is there, but...
So why do you need a second set of weaknesses and resistances?
To counteract your weaknesses and your resistances.
Actually, I believe that is their weapon wheel.
So wait, so that means that if you wield an axe, you're just automatically blue? Well then what about mages? Do they get a color?
Yes, mages get a color. There's red, green, blue, and neutral. Neutral has no weakness. But however, Pegasus, if it's a flying unit and you're archery, irregardless of your color, you automatically get a bonus against them. Then, like, the reds are good against one color. Red beats green, green beats blue, blue beats red. But it's not like a detrimental. It's just like a 10-20% difference.
Mm-hmm.
And then on top of that, it's like...
It's a 10-20% difference, not counting rarities.
I'm sorry, do what now?
Is it a 10-20% difference, not counting leveled rarities? Because remember, they're also adding rarities.
The rarities don't really influence the characters that much, from what I've seen.
Okay.
So,
But anyway, like for example, I have like 2 4-star units, a 3-star unit, and a 5 or 6-star unit that I got. My team consists of 4 people, and my 3-star unit is my strongest unit out of all of them. Or actually, yeah, she was my strongest unit. My second strongest is the 6-star unit.
Is
And
that
they're
base
only
or with or level with stats?
They're like a 4-level difference between each other. But like they have all the same detriments they would have had in the game too.
So like the translation over from the console to the mobile platform isn't too different.
Yeah, it's not like extremely different. It is simplified in the terms that they weren't. I'm guessing they didn't think they could, or they probably just weren't able to get as much complexity into it.
Yeah.
But like once you get the hang of it, though, it's pretty straightforward, and you have to like think it out because like you can sit there and have like the best team ever, but if like you're really all green and your opponent's wielding like all like 3 red and a neutral,
Yeah.
there's a good chance to fall, even though you have like a 6-star unit sitting on your team.
Well, I mean, yeah, that usually happens in a regular game anyway. You know, because you got to be careful. But I remember, I did play through the tutorial, and it didn't seem too much different. You know, archers still had their range, and you know, warriors and stuff like that. And then they did show some of the like axemen beat swords beat lance, all that. They showed a little bit of that, but I didn't really get past the tutorial yet. But it doesn't seem like it's too different. To like, it seems like it's a good mix.
It's not extremely different. My only real complaint so far is that you only have 4 units at all for your team. You can't do anything about 4.
What do you say, DB?
But I mean, granted, I'm in chapter 4 right now.
Right.
And so far, it is interesting. And they do have a system in place where if you do multiple summons to get new units, you're stuck on that screen for the summoning until you cancel out. But the more you summon, the cheaper the cost gets.
Okay. So
you could, if for like 20 of their summoning material, you could essentially summon 5 units. Whereas in a normal game, or just summon 1, exit out, would cost you like 25 to 30.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they did mention that in the Nintendo Direct as well, that mass summonings would be cheaper than just 1 at a time and goes at it. Which
makes sense, because usually most games do that. When you do like multiple summons, it's cheaper than, just doing a single.
I think
that's actually not really true. I mean, I play a lot of MOBA games, and most times, the only thing special about mass summonings is that in most games they offer the thing like, if you mass summon, we can guarantee this star unit for you.
Mm-hmm.
And that's usually not enough to go, well, I really want to spend 50 just to get a guaranteed, star value.
Yeah, I can see that.
Especially when it takes you 3 months just to get that much.
Well, as far as you were saying, like the unit size, could that just be based off of the level that you're at right now? Because you said you were only on stage 4. Because I know the regular game does that too.
No, I'm not on stage 4. I'm on chapter 4.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Chapter 4.
And each chapter has 5 to 10 levels.
Okay. So do you think it could be? Because I remember, the regular game Awakening was just like that. It's like you start off with 5 units, and then it builds up along the way.
Well, I have 15 units, but I can only wield 4.
Right.
There's only 4 slots.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Will you? I'm guessing when you get, in higher chapters.
Maybe. I haven't tried the hard difficulty yet, or the impossible one, or the insane one after that. because like I clicked on them because once you beat it, the chapter completely, you can go back on a harder difficulty.
Right.
And like the first one, for example, like everything's like level 1. Then it switches over, the hard difficulty, everything's like 14. And then the next one after that, everything's like 30.
Okay.
However, like level up and everything, like leveling up in that game does play the same way Fate stuff, or I mean, the Fire Emblem games do. Like they don't get experience unless they attack.
Okay.